first of all, every time we have a thought, we make a chemical. And if you have an unlimited thought, you will feel unlimited. And if you have a self-depreciating thought, you'll feel unworthy. And your brain instantaneously fires circuits that signal another part of the brain to release peptides or chemical messengers that signal hormonal centers. And when we get that arousal from the thought that we think, those thoughts sometimes weaken, the response weakens the physical body. So turns out that the emotions that are created from the thoughts are the signaling mechanisms of the body. Thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. And how we think and how we feel creates our state of being. So it turns out that the thoughts based in the stress hormones, based in survival, those are the thoughts that begin to push the genetic buttons that create disease. In other words, a person wakes up in the morning, and the brain is a record of the past. The first thing they do when they wake up in the morning is they start thinking about their problems. And those problems are memories that are etched in the brain that are connected to certain people, certain objects, certain things at certain times and places. So if you believe that your thoughts have something to do with your destiny, the moment you think about your problems, you're thinking in the past, right? Mm-hmm. Now, every one of those problems has an emotion associated with them because we've experienced them. So the moment you remember your problems, now you feel unhappy. Now you feel anxious. Now you feel fear. So the moment we feel those emotions, it takes a thought and a feeling, a memory or an image and an emotion, a stimulus and a response, and we start conditioning the body emotionally into the past.
Have you ever thought about how emotions work? They're not bad, not at all. Emotions are like the memories of experiences we've had. When something happens, we react, right? But here's the thing. How long do we stay in that reaction? That's the real question. Because if we dwell on it for too long, it starts to define us. People might even wonder why we seem bitter, frustrated, or always suffering. Our brains get stuck in those feelings, replaying the past event like a broken record. Ever noticed how when you're feeling down, your mind keeps bringing up the same old stuff? It's because we're emotionally tied to it. We start thinking, I'm this way because of what happened back then. But should we keep revisiting those painful events? Nope, never, because digging up the past just opens old wounds. What we really need to do is overcome the emotions tied to those memories. When you're happy, the world seems brighter, challenges feel conquerable, and connections with others deepen. On the flip side, when you're sad or angry, everything might appear bleak, insurmountable, or filled with frustration. But here's the real magic. Emotions aren't just reactions to what's happening around us. They're creators of our reality. They influence how we interpret situations, how we interact with others, and even the choices we make. Imagine walking into a room feeling confident and optimistic. Suddenly, opportunities seem to present themselves at every turn. People are drawn to your positive energy, and challenges feel like exciting adventures waiting to be conquered. Now picture entering that same room with feelings of doubt and fear. Suddenly, those opportunities seem scarce. Interactions feel strained, and challenges loom like insurmountable obstacles. Our emotions don't just color our experiences. They shape the very fabric of our reality. That's why they're so important. And guess what? We have the power to master our emotions. We can choose how we respond to them, how we let them influence us. Instead of being slaves to our feelings, we can become the masters of our destiny. When we learn to understand and manage our emotions, we unlock a whole new world of possibilities. We become architects of our reality, painting it with hues of joy, resilience, and love. So embrace your emotions. Feel them fully, but don't let them control you. Harness their power to create the life you desire. With every surge of emotion, remember, you hold the brush, and your reality is your masterpiece in the making. Imagine sitting someone down and suddenly they're feeling all hot and bothered, stomach in knots. That's frustration, right? But really, it's just a bunch of physical sensations, trapped energy left over from the past. The body's trying to drag us back there, believing that's where we belong. But here's the trick. If we become aware of what's happening in our bodies, it's like shining a light on the darkness. We can let those feelings flow through us, then bring ourselves back to the present moment. Each time we do that, we're telling our bodies, hey, we're here now, not then. And slowly we start to break free from that emotional grip. And you know what happens then? Joy, freedom. Suddenly we're not weighed down by torment anymore. Now don't get me wrong, grieving is natural. It's our way of processing loss. But eventually we need to come to terms with it, understand it, so we can move forward. People only complain when things aren't going well. And those complaints, they're just emotions keeping us chained to the past. But deep down, what we all really want is to be free. Free from the grip of those emotions, free to live and thrive. Feeling emotions is okay. We should let ourselves feel them fully, just like kids do. But then, we've got to let go and move forward. When people dwell on their problems, their brains suffer. Imagine yourself as a child in a vast playground of emotions, freely running, laughing, and occasionally stumbling. Just like children, it's okay to fully experience our emotions, whether it's the thrill of joy or the sting of sadness. But here's where the magic lies. After we've felt them, we must learn to release them, just as effortlessly as children let go of a broken toy to chase after a new adventure. It's in this act of letting go that we find our power to move forward. Think about it. When children fall while playing, they might cry for a moment, but soon they're back on their feet, ready to explore the world anew. They don't dwell on the fall. Instead, they focus on what's ahead. More fun, more discoveries, more laughter. Likewise, when we allow ourselves to feel our emotions fully, we're honoring our humanity. We're acknowledging our capacity for empathy, vulnerability, and connection. But the true magic happens when we release them, freeing ourselves from their grip and opening ourselves to new possibilities. So the next time you find yourself caught in the whirlwind of emotions, remember, it's okay to feel them, to embrace them with the innocence and curiosity of a child. But don't linger too long in their embrace. Instead, let go, knowing that with each release, you're clearing the path for a brighter, more joyful journey ahead. If you are obsessed with your own past, you're making your brain worse. People want to be rescued from their pain. They argue against solutions, stuck in their suffering. You got to get beyond yourselves, beyond your emotions. See, without that emotional charge, memories become wisdom. Our souls can't grow if we're stuck in the past. Now imagine someone struggling with their thoughts, their bodies influencing their mind. But they can break free by being still, realizing they're more than their body. Each time they return to the present, they weaken that emotional grip. And you know what happens? They want more of that happiness. They stop living in guilt or grief. Like when someone's grieving for a year, I ask them, would you want your loved one to suffer like this? No way. We've got to update our views on reality. Don't believe everything you hear. There's always more to discover. Look at successful people. They failed many times but kept going. It's not about the money, it's about proving you can do it. You and I are capable of that too. But first, we've got to face our emotions. When you're sitting there feeling all wound up and you calm yourself down, something greater in you awakens. When you truly break free from those emotions, you'll see the world differently. You'll have compassion even for those who hurt you. That's true forgiveness. And when you free yourself, reality unfolds in mysterious ways. Mastering our emotions is like learning to navigate through a stormy sea with a steady hand. It's not about suppressing or denying our feelings, but about harnessing their energy and steering ourselves towards calmer waters. But how to become the captain of your emotional ship? How to step beyond yourself and into a realm of boundless potential? Start by becoming aware of your emotions without becoming entangled in them. Acknowledge their presence, but don't let them define you. Like a traveler passing through a busy marketplace, observe your emotions with curiosity, but don't get swept away by them. To cultivate awareness, start by tuning into your feelings with gentle curiosity, like a scientist observing a fascinating phenomenon. Notice the subtle shifts in your mood, the fleeting sensations in your body, and the thoughts that accompany them. Resist the urge to judge or criticize your emotions. Instead, approach them with acceptance and understanding. As you deepen your awareness, you'll begin to discern the patterns and triggers behind your emotions. You'll uncover the intricate web of thoughts, beliefs, and past experiences that shape your emotional responses. With this newfound clarity, you'll gain greater insight into your inner world, paving the way for transformation and growth. But awareness is not just about observing your emotions from a distance. It's also about embracing them fully, without reservation or resistance. Allow yourself to feel the full spectrum of human emotion: joy, sorrow, anger, fear, knowing that each one serves a purpose in your journey of self-discovery. As you navigate the landscape of your emotions with mindfulness and compassion, you'll find that they no longer hold power over you. Instead of being swept away by their tide, you'll learn to ride the waves with grace and resilience. And in doing so, you'll unlock the door to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Cultivate a sense of detachment from your emotions. Remind yourself that they are temporary experiences, like passing clouds in the sky of your consciousness. By distancing yourself from your emotions, you create space for clarity and perspective to emerge. Focus on the present. Ground yourself in the present moment, anchoring your awareness to the here and now. Instead of dwelling on past grievances or future anxieties, immerse yourself fully in the richness of the present experience. Engage your senses, savoring the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Focusing on the present moment is like returning home to the sanctuary of your own being, where past regrets and future worries fade into insignificance, and the richness of life unfolds before you in all its vibrant glory. It's a practice of anchoring yourself in the here and now, where the true essence of existence resides. But why is it so crucial to dwell in the present moment? Consider this. The past is but a collection of memories, and the future a realm of infinite possibilities. Yet the only moment we truly have is the present, the eternal now, where life unfolds in all its majesty. When we immerse ourselves fully in the present experience, we open ourselves to the beauty and wonder of life that surrounds us. We become attuned to the symphony of sights, sounds, and sensations that dance before our senses, each moment a precious gift to be savored and cherished. Moreover, dwelling in the present moment offers a respite from the incessant chatter of the mind, which tends to dwell on past regrets or project into an uncertain future. By grounding ourselves in the here and now, we quiet the mind's incessant noise and cultivate a sense of peace and inner calm. But how do we cultivate presence in our daily lives? Take a few moments each day to focus on your breath, observing its rhythm and flow. Notice the sensations of each inhale and exhale, anchoring yourself in the present moment. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, and sensations around you, allowing yourself to fully experience the richness of the present moment. Take a moment to savor the taste of your food, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the beauty of a blooming flower. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the blessings in your life, both big and small. Take time each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in the present moment. Connect with the present moment by grounding yourself in your body and surroundings. Take a moment to feel your feet planted firmly on the ground or run your fingers along a textured surface, anchoring yourself in the here and now. Release the need to judge or analyze your present experience. Instead, embrace each moment with an open heart and mind, allowing it to unfold naturally and without resistance. Cultivate gratitude. Foster an attitude of gratitude for the journey of your soul, including both the challenges and the triumphs. By appreciating the lessons learned from past experiences, you can transform them into stepping stones toward growth and wisdom. But why is gratitude so transformative? Consider this. When we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. Instead of dwelling on hardships or setbacks, we train our minds to see the blessings and lessons that emerge from every experience. Moreover, gratitude has the power to transform even the darkest moments into sources of growth and resilience. By appreciating the lessons learned from past challenges, we can reframe them as stepping stones toward greater wisdom and understanding. Every setback becomes an opportunity for growth, every failure a chance to learn and evolve. But cultivating gratitude is not just about counting our blessings, it's also about embracing the full spectrum of human experience, the highs and the lows, the joys and the sorrows. By acknowledging and honoring the richness of our journey, we deepen our connection to ourselves and the world around us. So how do we cultivate gratitude in our lives? It begins with a simple shift in perspective, a conscious decision to focus on the blessings rather than the burdens. the gifts rather than the grievances. Take a few moments each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They could be simple pleasures like a warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. By regularly acknowledging the blessings in your life, you'll train your mind to see the abundance that surrounds you. Practice gratitude through acts of kindness and generosity towards others. Whether it's lending a helping hand to a friend in need, volunteering in your community, or simply offering a smile to a stranger, these acts of kindness not only benefit others, but also cultivate a sense of gratitude and connection within yourself. Create rituals or routines that help you cultivate gratitude on a regular basis. This could be a daily gratitude meditation, a weekly gratitude circle with friends or family, or simply taking a moment each morning to give thanks for the blessings in your life. Let go of attachments to past hurts, regrets, or resentments that weigh you down. Visualize yourself releasing these burdens like helium balloons, watching them float away into the vast expanse of the sky. Free from their grasp, you can soar to new heights of possibility. Connect with a sense of purpose that transcends your individual desires and egoic concerns. Whether it's serving others, pursuing creative expression, or contributing to the greater good, aligning with a higher purpose can elevate your perspective beyond the confines of your personal emotions. When faced with strong emotions, take a moment to pause and reflect before reacting. This brief interlude allows you to step back from the intensity of the feeling and assess the situation with a clearer mind. Identify what triggers your emotions. Is it a particular person, situation, or thought pattern? Understanding the root cause of your emotional reactions empowers you to address them more effectively. Challenge negative thoughts and beliefs that fuel intense emotions. Reframe the situation by focusing on what you can control and finding opportunities for growth or learning. Challenging negative thoughts and beliefs is like wielding a sword against the shadows of the mind, cutting through the veil of negativity to reveal the radiant truth beneath. It's a powerful practice that empowers us to reclaim control over our thoughts and emotions, steering our inner landscape towards a brighter, more empowering reality. But why is it so important to challenge negative thoughts and beliefs? Consider this. Our thoughts have the power to shape our perceptions, influence our emotions, and ultimately dictate our actions. When we allow negative thoughts to take root in our minds, they can poison our outlook on life, fueling feelings of fear, doubt, and despair. That's why it's crucial to challenge these thoughts and beliefs, refusing to accept them as absolute truths. Instead, we must question their validity, examining the evidence and reasoning behind them. Are they based on facts, or are they distorted perceptions colored by fear or insecurity? Once we've identified and challenged negative thoughts and beliefs, the next step is to reframe the situation by focusing on what we can control and finding opportunities for growth or learning. This involves shifting our perspective from one of helplessness or victimhood to one of empowerment and possibility. For example, let's say you're facing a setback at work, and negative thoughts are swirling in your mind, telling you that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed. Instead of succumbing to these thoughts, challenge them by asking yourself, what evidence do I have to support these negative beliefs? Are there alternative explanations or perspectives that I haven't considered? What aspects of this situation are within my control? And how can I take action to improve them? What opportunities for growth or learning does this setback present? By reframing the situation in this way, you'll begin to see it through a new lens, one that emphasizes empowerment, resilience, and growth. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can learn from the experience and how you can use it as a springboard for personal and professional development. In essence, challenging negative thoughts and beliefs is an act of self-empowerment, a declaration of your inherent worth and resilience in the face of adversity. It's a reminder that you have the power to shape your reality, not through the absence of challenges, but through the way you choose to respond to them. Recognize that you have the power to choose how you respond to your emotions. Instead of reacting impulsively, consciously decide how you want to act based on your values and long-term goals. Recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to your emotions is like unlocking a hidden treasure within yourself. A treasure that holds the key to greater self-awareness, resilience, and inner peace. It's a profound realization that empowers you to reclaim control over your thoughts, feelings, and actions, steering your life's course towards fulfillment and purpose. But why is it so important to recognize this power within ourselves? Consider this. Our emotions can often feel like turbulent storms, threatening to overwhelm us and sweep us away in their wake. In moments of intense emotion, it's easy to lose sight of our values and long-term goals, reacting impulsively instead of intentionally. That's why recognizing our power to choose how we respond to our emotions is so crucial. It's a reminder that we are not slaves to our feelings, but rather stewards of our own inner landscape. We have the ability to pause, reflect, and consciously decide how we want to act, even in the midst of emotional turmoil. So how do we harness this power to choose our response to emotions? It begins with cultivating self-awareness, the ability to observe our thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment or attachment. By tuning into our inner experience with curiosity and compassion, we create space for conscious choice to emerge. Next, we must align our actions with our values and long-term goals. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? What principles do I want to live by? By grounding our decisions in our core values, we ensure that our actions are in alignment with our highest aspirations. When faced with intense emotions, take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to acknowledge the emotion without becoming swept away by it. Then consciously choose how you want to respond based on your values and long-term goals. For example, let's say you're feeling angry after a disagreement with a loved one. Instead of lashing out impulsively, pause and reflect on your values of compassion and understanding. Choose to respond with empathy and open communication, even if it feels difficult in the moment. By recognizing your power to choose how you respond to your emotions, you become the architect of your own destiny. You no longer react blindly to life's ups and downs, but rather respond with intention and purpose. In doing so, you reclaim your agency and transform emotional challenges into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. So embrace this power within yourself. Cultivate self-awareness, align your actions with your values, and choose your response to emotions with intention and purpose. In doing so, you'll unlock the door to greater resilience, fulfillment, and inner peace. So keep moving forward, embrace the journey, and remember your past doesn't define you. You're creating a new life, one filled with love, gratitude, and endless possibilities. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video. We truly appreciate your support and engagement. Your views mean the world to us and inspire us to create more valuable content for you. If you enjoyed what you saw and found it helpful or inspiring, we would be incredibly grateful if you could hit the subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll be joining our community of like-minded individuals who are on a journey of growth and discovery.